I am confident. I am courageous. I am capable. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I am rare. I am ready. I am renewed. I am resilient. Hi, welcome to my newborn practice. Our greatness might be closer than we think. Once I figured out that we all doubt ourselves at one time or another, I realized the power in understanding that we all have insecurities that often undermine and sabotage the greatness that is within us. These I am statements are just one way of reminding ourselves of the power that is woven into the fabric of our being. I consciously use them every day, and the most successful people on the planet use them too. This is a very important place for us to start, because in this series I will begin to examine our connection that we all have to our ability to create the life of our dreams. With I am affirmations, we are igniting the fire in the creative process. I believe we are all creators, and that means that we are all creative, whether it's obvious through the female's capacity to give birth or the male's capacity to create the sperm that infuses the egg that creates the life that is born. We all hold the key to the creative process. Creativity is the embodiment of love, and everything that works against the creative process is the embodiment of fear. Take a moment and think about it. What do you love doing the most? Now think about what scares you the most about what you love doing. If you really think about it, you can find a fear indirectly associated with what you love pretty easily. I believe love and fear are the only two emotions that we really experience in our lifetime, and that all the other emotions that we can express are reflections of one of those two. Joy, happiness, confidence, and trust are all reflections of love, and worry, doubt, anxiety, and despair are all reflections of fear. This series is dedicated to sharing practical concepts that allow us to remain in the emotion of love as often as possible while navigating away from fear, regardless of whether you are creating in a corporate environment or on a stage. Let me make it very clear. I'm not saying that we need to avoid or dismiss fear fully, because fear can be a very practical tool in providing information, and that is very important to the creative process. Fear is not the enemy, it is an informant. I will explain more about that as we move through this series. As a side note, this series is not only for creative artists, but is also intended for anyone who has a dream that they are working on to manifest into their reality. But for now, I'm going to begin to share with you how I learned about love and fear as a creative person. From an early age, I knew that I wanted to be a performing artist. I'm going to take you way back to when I was 5 years old. My mom and dad took me to see the movie Oliver on the big screen, and as I was sitting there in my chair watching those kids sing and dance, when it finished, I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing and dance for people. I instantly felt an abundance of love in my heart for this movie and for this art form. So jump forward another 5 years. I was 10 years old and I was actually in junior high school when I'd been cast as Oliver in the spring concert. We were going to be doing 2 assemblies for our student body to let them know about what was happening that night. Well, I must remind you, if you haven't watched the episode entitled Diary of a Fat Kid from my tool chest series, that at 10, I was extremely overweight, and the first words of the assembly were,
"Please, sir, I want some more."
Well, some kid at the back of the auditorium yelled out, "He doesn't need it anymore, he's fat enough!" I was devastated. The entire auditorium was filled with laughter. And the worst part was the amount of fear welling up inside me. I was scared because I was going to have to say it again right then, right there. Over thunderous laughter, I said, "Please, sir, I want some more." Well, it only took about 10 minutes for the entire school after the assembly let out to find out what had just happened. And I was engulfed in fear. That fear had me running up to my choir director's office and asking, "Please, Mr. Foreman, please, make me not have to say those words again for the second assembly." And he said, sorry, Phineas, you have to. They lead us into the vocal selection, Food Glorious Food. Those kids are going to get over it, and so will you. I couldn't believe that I was going to have to show up for the second assembly and do it again, knowing that I was going to be laughed at, knowing that I was going to be ridiculed, knowing that I was going to be the focus of everyone's heartless jokes and teasing. But I did it. I said those fateful words again, over the roaring laughter of my classmates. This is just one of the first times that my love of singing and performing would meet the fear of being judged by others. And this was one of many opportunities for me to actually begin to realize how the harsh reality of my fears would try to undermine and sabotage the success of my future by trying to talk me out of following my heart and what I love doing the most on many occasions. This is just one more story of how resilience and bouncing back from an uncomfortable situation was able to play a very important part in how I was able to move through one of my first compromising experiences. In this series, I will provide ways to assist you in moving through some of life's many stressors in a pursuit of any career, including overcoming and navigating through our limiting beliefs, dealing with rejection and hearing no, moving through injury and fatigue, health, diet, and nutrition, and addressing potential financial instability. And as another gentle reminder, this series is not only just for artists, but is also intended for anyone who has a dream that you are working on to manifest into your reality. So for example, when I say the word audition, you can replace that word with interview. I believe that our intention is to present the best version of ourselves at all times. And it is my goal and intention to help you find ways to step into your greatness because I believe in you. And I know that what you desire is attainable. We are on this journey together. So until the next time, bye for now. Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. If you haven't joined this community yet, please subscribe to this channel and click that little bell just so that you never miss a conversation. This is a dialogue, not a monologue, so please comment below, join the discussion, and remember, life is only as good as we make it. Bye for now.